Hey, what's up, everyone? This is SojuTalk, your weekly shot at K-pop. We're coming at you with a super spicy episode 163, and we're recording on November 1st, 2021. I'm Doug, and joining me today, we got Warren.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And Anita.
Hello.
And as a quick reminder, check out SojuTalk on your favorite podcast platform, sub to us on YouTube, and join the SojuTalk Discord and be a part of the nation. All right. SojuTalk episode 163 is brought to you by Minty Joy. Minty Joy is a handmade jewelry brand that only uses the finest pressed dried flowers and leaves. Their accessories make perfect gifts for all nature lovers, including yourself. If you are looking for something different and natural for Christmas, give Minty Joy products a try. All products are beautifully handmade and you won't be disappointed. To find Minty Joy, visit mintyjoy.com or mintyjoy.etsy.com. So shout out to them for sponsoring our episode.
Thank you.
You know, it would be a really good Christmas gift, as the ad read said. So
Yes, very, very nice jewelry, guys.
It's time to start thinking about Christmas.
It sure is.
Hey, it's an unconventional gift. People will like it. No one else will probably have it. You know?
Yeah.
It's a gift. And then secondly, a big shout out to our new Fiesta patron, Grace. So shout out to Grace.
Thank you.
She is from Maryland
Thank you.
And is also a part of the Discord Nation. So shout out to Grace.
Thank you.
But we are now at part 1 of SojuTalk episode 163. We're going to discuss like 4 big releases. I don't know if you want to consider 4.
3.
4, 3. We're going to choose a spicy song king, and then we're going to give you some music show winners. Boom. It took us 4 tries to do this intro today. Like, it is struggle city. We started late. I don't know what's going on. We're gonna chug on through this though.
Things happen.
First song, Friday on October 29th, we had Somi's XOXO. She is from YG Black Label. Debuted 2015 with IOI, 2019 as a solo artist. Her last 3 songs were Dum Dum, What You Waiting For, and Birthday. 2 music show wins so far. God, we finally made it here, guys. Whew.
We're here.
Yes.
Conversation time.
First off the bat, is this better than Dum Dum?
Yes.
100%.
Really?
Yes.
100%. Agree with that.
Easy.
Easy
peasy. Anita's dumb for not agreeing. You're dumb, Anita.
I don't know yet. I feel like it's a different vibe for sure. So I'm almost thinking that I can't compare them very well.
That's
if
fair.
that makes sense.
That's fair. Yeah.
So for you, Warren, why is this one superior to Dum Dum?
Here's the thing, right? Like, I feel like production-wise, it's a lot more unique. It's obviously a trap-based pop track with a bit of emotional angst in there, you know?
Yes.
But what really feels different about this track is how much it commits to that specific character and that narrative of this, the boyfriend cheated on me with his friend and now I'm angry kind of character, which
Revenge.
I feel like right and like I feel like that really builds off of the previous like high school bratty immature character she had, right? And and she's branching off into this different character narrative plot, and it's pretty cohesive. The lyrics are pretty fun too. Like I know some people don't pay attention to the lyrics, right? Because it's in a foreign language, right? K-pop, I get that. But like there was stuff like what really stood out to me was like in the chorus, she was like, "Don't talk to me about this. You're my half. You're my other half. Missing half BS.
Yeah,
because that half is mine now." And I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool."
Back to me.
Right. It's some word play, you know. We don't really hear people saying that. It's not mafia all over again, you know. Like, hey, that's all I can really ask for in a track like this.
I'll talk about how I feel about the concept after Nita says why she thinks Dum Dum is a better song than XOXO.
Well, let's see. I haven't decided yet. I feel like I like this song for its consistency, like Warren said. And I also feel like I don't know, I like how it's building off of the music video of For Dum Dum. I feel like there's some clear connections here. And I think that's good because I in previous releases, I just didn't understand where Somi was going in general, sound-wise or concept. But I feel like this is going somewhere, like consistency here. And I like that. I don't know if I love the concept of the music video, but I like the styling for the most part. I think hair, makeup, amazing. I thought she looked great. Not a super fan of the clothing, but I could understand where it was going as well with the colorful clothes and the sets. It made sense. I don't know. I feel like the chorus for me, it makes sense. It sounds something very anthemy, like something you sing along to for sure. But I don't know. I feel like the sound of it also made me think like this has more of a Western production sound, if that makes sense.
No, that's true. That's true.
I was trying to think like, what does this remind me of? Like, is there a specific artist that I've heard of that has something similar?
It sounds almost overly teen poppy in that aspect.
A little bit, yeah.
Right. It's difficult to pinpoint a specific artist, but I still feel like it's very much in that direction of what artists in the late teens or early 20s do. You know, Gen Z, rebel a little bit. You know, you're just bratty high school kid kind of vibe. You know?
Okay. That's my issues with the song though. Like, not the song. The song I think is adequate. I think it's Somi's best song, honestly, out of the four. I feel like I don't want to say it's an immature concept, but it is an immature concept. Like, I'm a realist, right? If we think about this concept, they're in high school. Like, the guy's obviously a bad guy. He quote unquote he cheated with the quote unquote friend, right? As we saw in the intro. Fine, terrible person. Like, don't stoop. We spend the rest of the music video. She essentially breaks into his house, right? Destroys his house, destroys his car, then chases him in her car, then flips his car, then takes him hostage, and then blows up his house at the end, right?
By accident.
Yeah.
I feel like there's like a Newton's law of reactions and reactions. That's a strong reaction. Like, goddamn. Like, realistically, maybe there's something wrong with her in this relationship if this is what we're getting at now, you know? Like, damn.
But I mean, end of music video, right? It turns out like, oh, it was a daydream. Like,
they had to have put in that daydream sequence where there was like a drawing because it's kind of in her head, or else I would have been like, this girl's insane, you know. Like, that being said, I get based on what they're going for, it did very well, right? I'm just not a huge fan of this type of concept.
I mean, personally speaking, I know like a lot of people are gonna dig this concept and this direction and this character that she had. Like think about the Joker in the Batman series, right? Like, nobody thinks what the Joker is doing is ethically correct, right? Like,
right.
Terrorism is not justifiable to any degree, for whatever reason. But he's still an appealing character because of what he does and like how he's portrayed and stuff like that. And I feel like the whole narrative and the character that's pulled off in XOXO, in the music and in the music video, I think that was just so appealing and so interesting. And like how much they committed to that one thing of you had a pretty friend and now you're cheating on me with her. That whole thing was like so well committed where like I was like pretty impressed. And like it's very rare for me to be impressed about narrative in K-pop, right? Like,
I guess my really overarching issue is like I would like to see Somi not chained by like the high school teenage concepts because she is 20 now. That's where I'm really hitting at here.
Well, I hope she ends up with this.
No, that's what that's my overarching wish. My second one is, I mentioned it last week. There was no horizontal movement in this chorus.
Oh no.
Quite minimal.
I don't understand it. I still don't understand.
Forward and backward. We move forward and backward.
Like, I get that we're doing it for the TikTok, right? I don't like, you remember used to be do it for the gram. I don't know what the current phrase is. But like, I feel like it's doing a disservice to her as a K-pop idol by making her do TikTok-specific dances that don't have any horizontal movement. And it's not like she's the only one on the stage. There's a whole line of backup dancers. No one's moving, you know? Like, it just feels weird.
There's like rotations within the backup dancers. Like, they transition, but it essentially, like, there's no like breaking of the formation, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It is odd. And I feel like at this point it's intentional, right? Like, I think this is a choice.
It's a choice.
So, it's interesting.
Like, I feel like I've heard some people say stuff along the lines of you can only get so creative with formations with a solo artist. But then again, we've had numerous different like examples where like choreo has gone up a table, back dancers would raise
Sunmi.
the person. Right,
Sunmi.
Somi's done that. Guyan has done that. Like,
yeah.
like, there's been so many different things you can do with. If anything, I feel like having a solo artist is like would be the best to do creative choreography. I don't know. That's what that's my very small brain take on choreography, but it's a little sad.
This situation's different because it's not like, let's say other solo artists, they don't do the most like crazy choreography or anything, and there's not that much horizontal movement. The difference is they're marketing her specifically for TikTok, you know? At least they have in some of the other promotions where it's a big deal for her to go meet every other celebrity and do the dance for TikTok with them, you know?
Right.
And that's been like a point of what they're pushing. That's where I have the issue. Like, I don't have issues with Somi. I think the choreographies are actually quite fun. I just don't like the trend that that they continue to do this over and over again.
Well, frankly, the issue is I don't think it's gonna change. I think we're just gonna keep more of that.
No.
Like, clearly with the concept she's going for the TikTok generation. Like, frankly, I don't use TikTok that much. I don't think my mother, who's in her middle-agedness, is gonna use TikTok. I don't think she's gonna appreciate that. The large demographic who's on that platform is somewhere in the early teens to the mid to late 20s. And you know, that's clearly what she's targeting with this concept too. So like,
good song from her though, for sure. It's really solid.
This is here's the thing. I don't think it was like the banging energetic track that people might have wanted for like her first LP title track, but at the same time, I'm generally impressed, and this has probably been my favorite Teddy track
in a while,
in several years.
Oh wow!
Okay.
Like, I was like, dang, he's able to do decent stuff still. Like, what happened to him?
Also, like, there was a solo reference in the middle of it.
I like that. Yeah,
you like that, Anita? Okay,
Why not? All
right, I thought it was okay. I thought she should have done an on the ground thing and a La Lisa reference too if he was going to do it. You know?
Okay. Well.
All right, so that was Somi's XOXO. Let's move to the second song, which came out today. It's the Boyz Maverick, Cracker Entertainment. Debuted 2017. Last 3 songs were Thrill Ride, Kingdom Come, and The Stealer, with 10 music show wins so far. Okay, I tried to do something funny to my mom because she also listened to this song with me. Okay. I tried to tell her that this song was a tribute to the late John McCain. Because his nickname was the Maverick, and I went into some like contrived improv story saying that their CEO's dad served with John McCain during the Vietnam War or something.
Oh my god!
Like, she wasn't buying any of it, but like,
bro, your mom's not dumb.
That being said, Maverick, it's a song. My biggest issue with this song is the way they use the word Maverick in the chorus. That like weird
as a whole,
dun, 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 Maverick. Like, I feel like it's kind of like, I'm okay with it now, but it's really like strange when you first listen to it, right?
It's just not a good chorus overall, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, I've had without issues with like halftime choruses in the past, right? And this track is also one of those where like there's a certain tempo the track is going at,
and then it slows down.
And then it slows down by 50%. And I'm like, that's cool. That would have been cool if you had built into it, but that didn't happen. You just kind of dropped it on us and expected it to work, which I don't think it's going to work. And I don't understand why boy group producers keep doing this, because it's not working. And like, it's the same thing all over again. They do a chant, there's big brass in the background, and like, I guess the Maverick thing is new. Is that something new we want to be new about? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like the chorus is the moment where I was taken out a little bit.
Yeah, same.
Right, and that should be the moment where I should be the most excited. So I think overall that was my biggest takeaway with the track. Other than that, like, I think the track is pretty solid. Nothing to complain about, really. It's just the chorus where I was like, do we want this? You know, like, I feel like you agree with me, Anita.
I do. I very much agree, because I was getting quite hyped. I thought the choreo was really, really cool.
Oh, the choreo was really cool.
Yeah, and I think the choreo fits the vibe of the song, right? I think it does complements each other really well. And I also really like the theme, a little battle royale thing going on. So that's the reference to the novel, the Japanese novel, and then the movie, right? So students or a group battling each other to the last person standing, right? Especially with the necklaces, because that was a thing in the
Battle
in the
Royale
novel.
is like better Hunger Games too.
Exactly, the original Hunger Games.
Yeah,
That's like your favorite movie, isn't it?
It's one of my favorite movies.
It is.
I think it's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, so I like that. I think it was cool how they were reinterpreting it, like a more modern take, I guess. That chorus, I don't understand where it was going, to be honest. And
they're going for I'm a Maverick.
it just sounds very odd. I don't know if it's like, I don't want to say that it's terrible, but it just sounds odd. Like it left me thinking, what is this supposed to? Should it be here? Was it meant to be here? I don't know. I think we had a good thing going, and then that chorus hit, and I was a little
If I could break into the producer's room and steal his hard drive and fix the track, here's what I would do, right? Here's what I would do. Not saying I'm a better producer than this guy, but here's my take, right? Like, why don't we take the existing chorus or the first half of it where they're like, I'm a Maverick. Why don't we take that and use that as the second half of the chorus, right?
That would make sense.
And then whatever empty space we have with the first half of the chorus, we give it a very energetic melody line where, like, sure, we can still have multiple people singing, but like we can keep the brass, but like I still need the energy building into the chorus, and I need it to explode a little bit because that's what this track wants to do. But like instead of exploding, it's just kind of like a and like, you know what I mean, like.
No, I agree. The like the breaking up of the energy really hurts the song. You know, it really hurts it because the rest of it's kind of cool. We like the concept. The dancing's cool. There's some youngies, some acting going on in this. You know,
yes,
the video's cool. Yeah,
it's a cool video, and I just feel like the way they hit that Maverick thing, it sticks in your head because it's so different than anything else. But I don't think it's for the right reasons. Which is the issue here.
I'm a Maverick. That's gonna be a meme now. I'm gonna do that every week.
It's weird with the Boyz, right? Because like as Warren's mentioned over the past couple months, all metrics point that they're super successful, right?
They're up and up, yeah.
That being said, it's like they did really well on Kingdom, but then they released Thrill Ride and Maverick, and I don't think either of them really hit all that hard, to be honest.
Well, they weren't my cup of tea. I know that Thrill Ride did okay.
Thrill Ride did okay.
Yeah, I don't know about this one, but
personally, here's the thing, right? The Boyz have a good fandom. They do.
For sure.
They do. Yeah, now they do.
Fandom's super strong.
They do. And like the takeaway with Thrill Ride and Maverick is that they're good enough to please the fans. That's honestly at the end of the day what it is. Because like with Maverick, sure, I pooped on the chorus a bit, but at the same time, my overall feeling with the track is that it's not bad. It's all right, you know.
Good. Yeah,
it's pretty good. Yeah. If I was a fan, if I got this song, I would have been like, yeah, like the Boyz look cool. Again, their dance is cool. They're singing really well. Maybe I don't like the chorus, but like I'm gonna overlook that because I'm their fan. And that's all it needs to do, really, at this point. Like, if it's doing more, that's what you should be aiming for. But like, we still got enough to a point where like, I don't think the Boyz are gonna be like harmed by this track or anything.
Nah, for sure not.
So
all right,
still positive trajectory. I'm not worried about them like I am with Blackpink or something.
All right, let's move on to the last double song. It's pretty much like one song, part 1, part 2, if we think about it. It's 2 a.m. They finally made their long way to return with 2 songs. We're gonna in canonical order. So there's an issue here because Warren said on the album it's the flipped order, but in the music videos there's clearly a storyline order, right?
Yes.
So in the storyline order, the first one is No Good and Goodbye, and then the second one is Should Have Known, right?
But if you look in the EP, Should Have Known comes first, and then it's No Good and Goodbye.
That's so interesting. I wonder why.
No Good and Goodbye is written and produced by JYP, and then and Should Have Known is by Bang PD. So they all have connections because 2AM was in JYP, Bang PD was in JYP at the time. That's where all these connections are. In terms of companies, I think all 4 dudes are in different companies right now.
Right. 2AM debuted under the production of Big Hit. That's also something we should know about. And like members like Changmin, I think there was one more. When 2AM was initially going different ways, Changmin joined Big Hit for a bit.
Yep.
And to give a little bit of historical context around here, because I don't think people are gonna be aware of who 2AM is and what Bang PD has to anything to do with this group. Bang PD used to be JYP's student. That's where he got his initial, like, he used to be a ghostwriter for JYP, and then he became really, really good, where he got his own spot in JYP, and then later on, he was like, I'm going to start a company, Mr. Park, and Mr. Park was like, here's some money to go start that thing. And, like, initially, Bang PD gained a lot of recognition for his amazing abilities to write ballads. If anything today, I like his ballads, his ability to write good ballads more than his ability to produce good idols. Even though BTS is worldwide success, I'm not going to deny that. But at the same time, he has produced so many different hits in the ballad world.
2AM's Saint O'Clock album is amazing. The first one they did with the Jugora mo Bone on that one.
Oh, that was good.
That's a really good album. Go check
Classic.
that out. And 2AM were essentially the ballad version of 2PM. They were counterparts to each other.
Other groups.
And at this point in K-pop, like 2PM was cool, very popular because they're the traditional boy group. But 2AM also had mainstream popularity for sure at the time. Jo Kwon in particular was really blowing up. He was in We Got Married with Gain. That was a humongous thing at the time. Like 2AM was also a very big group for like a good 3-4 years.
And like 2AM was like infamously known as a ballad group, and people were like thinking they're gonna go the SG Wannabe route and stuff like that. But they did adventure out. They did stuff like what's 잘못했어 in English? I'm sorry, I don't know. They did a song where like it was like pure electronica and sounded like a Big Bang track. And like they did other stuff too, but primarily they're best known for their ballad efforts because these people
can sing.
They're damn good at singing. Yeah,
they're good singers.
They're good. Although I'm not sure if that still holds up.
Oh, what?
Okay, continue. Where are we going with this? Go.
Because some people are still good at singing. They are. You know what I mean? Like Changmin, he is like he's just a man. He can sing. He's just a guy who can sing really, really well. But I don't know. Like some of the other people, like some of the other folks, like I don't want to point fingers, but like Jogon and Jinun are the two examples that come to my mind where I was like, time has not been kind to these people. You know what I mean? Like
really,
I do feel like there's several different factors to this, right? Like, and because I feel like the problem with both of these tracks, and I'm gonna get it out of the way, is that the flow gets cut too often because the members change parts too often. Like there'll be a moment where Jinun sings for like 8 syllables and then it's a new guy. And I feel like that's a problem in ballads because in a ballad, I need to engage with my emotions. I need to bring out my inner sad boy and kind of cry a little bit. I can't do that when like it keeps changing and I'm like, well, a different person now. You know what I mean? And I get that like there are ways to do it, and like usually it works out really well if you're on the same emotional plane or like if you're on the same like level of skill. But like to give an analogy, you know what I mean? Like to give an analogy, the thing is I love the way I look, right? I do, but I wouldn't sit next to a Abercrombie and Fitch model because that person is objectively a good-looking lad.
I see where you're going with this.
Right. And like, because if people look at that, they're gonna notice, oh, that guy looks like Jesus.
The differences.
Right. And this guy looks like an average dude, and like people are gonna notice that, and like that's what I'm kind of noticing here, because like I feel like sure, he can still sing, but at the same time, you have this other guy whose voice sounds like Jesus all over again. You know what I mean? Like I can't help but like, kind of see that.
I didn't think as far as you did on it, but I did think that their ballads, like the vocal style, is a little retro for now, and that's more or less Warren, sometimes the Warren, but I think that's more or less a product of the times where their vocal style as a group is kind of dated, right? I think
it is a little bit of a throwback, yeah.
Yeah, these sounded like older songs to me.
It's riding off of the trend that came around about a year ago with SG Wannabe blowing up again. That's one of the biggest trends in K-pop or Korean pop music that I've seen in the last couple of years is the throwback to the early 2000s ballads. And I feel like they're kind of riding off of that in that aspect. Like artists like Boyz, SG Wannabe, Vibe, you know, like those songs where they're like, whoa, and they like cry and like, they're drinking and like, you know what I mean? Like
fly to the sky, yeah.
Right, fly to the sky. And like, that's cool. But at the same time, you know, like, is this going to be a lasting reunion or is this like an event thing? Because like, if it's an event thing, I'm not sure if it was worth it. You know what I mean? Like,
How do you feel, Anita?
I don't know. I also really, really thought that it was nice, but it's hard to... Like, it was hard for me to say, like, oh, this is great. Like, oh, this is bad. Because I feel like I was too caught up in the sound. Like, oh, this is very much a throwback. So, and I feel like it's purposefully made to be a throwback because it's a reunion, right? It's the first time the group has sung together. And then it's a very special producers, right, that have worked with them in the past. So I feel like very nostalgic, right? And because of that, I feel like I can't say that it's amazing, but it's not bad. I think it's nice.
That's how I felt about it too.
Right.
Yeah, like if you like this type of sound, you're gonna love this. But I don't know if I'm gonna be saying like this is the greatest thing that came out this year.
No, yeah. I think Warren's thing, like if this is a long lasting thing, sure, right, it's fine. But if this was like a point moment, it wasn't as spectacular as what I needed, you know?
Right.
I kind of agree with that sentiment.
In terms of like these two tracks in particular, No Good and Goodbye being written by JYP and like Should Have Known being written by Bang PD. No Good and Goodbye, I'm not. I was like kind of less phased by. Should Have Known, I feel like is my favorite track of the two.
I agree. 100%.
It does have like Bang PD's ballad fingerprints all over it. Like
the melody is nice.
There's more depth. There's more depth. There's more things going on too.
Right.
That's the real reason to me.
Like I know people are like Bang PD. He's high CEO, big businessman, BTS genius. He's also a really great ballad singer, producer, and he really needs. You know what I mean? Like, you guys know the song "Like as If I Was Shot by a Gun" by Baekjeong?
Yep.
Yes.
That magnificent song, one of the biggest ballads.
Written by him?
2000s. Written by him.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And like I get it from 2AM perspective, where like when they debuted, they were co-managed by JYP and Big Hit. That was their origin. So I get, you know, like you're friends with both of these dudes. I know for your reunion you want both of these dudes on your like thing, but like, was it also necessary? Is my question. You know.
Okay. Like, honestly, I could see that too. Yeah. I don't think they needed double releases. In terms of the music videos, right? Well, there was a storyline and a half going along here.
A little drama.
Kim So-hyun. We have Juno from
2PM.
From 2PM. Like his acting skills gotten really good like over the last couple of years. Who would have thought that he could have become such a good actor? But there's like a storyline here. They're in a relationship. At some point there's like tickets, right? So
the story plot of that was interesting.
Is it like they're moving somewhere and then she decides not to go? Is that what's going on?
I don't know. The thing she said, was there no English subs for the dialogue?
No, there wasn't.
No.
The girl at the end, the girl was like, let's break up. And the guy was like, why? And the girl was like, we've tried hard enough. And I was like, you guys have?
I didn't know. Okay, I understood that much. I understood that much Korean. Okay. And like I thought it was a little vague, like because he holds up these tickets, and it felt like to me, like at least in my head, it's like they need like let's say he got a job in the middle of the Shigor or something, right, in the middle of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
And it takes a lot for you and someone who's not your spouse or something to be like, we have to relocate, you know?
Right.
And it feels like in my head, that kind of teared them apart. And she's like, you know, I really can't do this. That's what it felt like to me. Because if we think about the second music video, it ends at the train station at the end.
Oh.
Well, yeah, because it... Yeah. Oh, okay. This is what I thought, right? Because I put 2 and 2 together and got 4. So
you did 2 plus 2 was 4 minus 1.
That's
quick math. Quick math. Okay.
What I think happens is that they're doing fine, right? In the beginning of No Good and Goodbye, right? Okay, so that was
they're doing great, you know?
Yeah, they're doing fine. We get really good memories. And then
what
at some
happened,
point,
what happened?
Juno's character buys tickets, right? And I think they're going somewhere. I don't think there's like a relocating thing. It might be, but I feel like it was more like a trip. More like, oh, we planned this out. We're together. We're going as a couple. Let's do this trip, right?
Okay.
And then they have this conversation. Somewhere like that conversation
right.
in the rain, right? I think that's like a thought that passes through Juno's mind, or like a memory, right? And so he still has the tickets, right? But the breakup is happening and whatnot. So he puts the tickets in her drawer, right? Like he keeps them in her room, her house, I think. And then in the second music video, Should Have Known, they decide to break up, right? And then Soohyun's character is by herself in the apartment now, right? But the tickets are still there, and they have a date, right? So then I guess he took one and he left hers there, and then they somehow managed to show up, and he's like, "Oh, thank goodness! Like you showed up." So I think that's where the story comes up.
You know what I learned about
the story?
You know what I learned about this music video, especially the second one was a big oof on her part, right? Like, if you are willing to end it, you should have thought this through. You know, like that's how I feel about this. She made a big mistake here. She made a big old move. The second she got home, she realized she messed up. You know,
she couldn't reach.
She couldn't reach the shit on the shelf. When she couldn't drink coffee with someone. When she for some reason couldn't water her plants. Like she knew she made a mistake.
But yeah.
Well, at least she made the mistake, and now they're back together.
Yes.
Happy ending.
I like the connection between the songs. I like that.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
Yeah, no, I think that was good too. Here's my take on the plot, though, right? Like,
okay.
Here's what's happened, right? In the beginning, they're already in the train station. They're hugging. They're like, here we, in the train station, and then
she arrives.
Well, right. That's what you're thinking, right? That's I think the plot you're going with is like that's the beginning of No Good and Goodbye is the ending of the entire chronological plot. But my take on it is they were in a train station. There was an unfortunate accident where a train runs them over.
What?
And they go into coma. And the guy starts right. They get isekai'd, and they need to save the world from this girl who is a demon.
I got that.
Yeah.
What is this referencing?
No, I understand that. Yeah.
Thank you, Doug. Doug has a big brain. Anita, I don't know what you're
They meet a useless goddess, and they meet a masochist warrior, and they meet a girl who does explosion magic. Right?
That's what's going on. Strangely similar to.
I feel like that was the plot point there. Yeah.
Yeah. Juno is actually a useless anime character who does not have a job. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So that was all the songs this week. A bit interesting mix here. In terms of other songs, everyone and their mother released songs this week. So we have Epics with Do For Me, Dream Note with Ghost. But Bygone 4, she released Butterfly Effect and Space. Ailey released Don't Teach Me. Just Be released TikTok. Literally, the song is called TikTok. Secret Number released Fire Saturday. TXT and CL both released B-sides. TXT with Frost, CL with Let It. Park Ji-hoon released Serious. DKB released Roller Coaster. MC&D B-side Cat Waltz. And Pixie released Bewitched. Boom.
Wow.
All right. Mm-hmm. Did you have something to say here, Warren, or do I keep going?
Nope, you can keep going. I said,
okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, there was something written here from last week, an artifact that we're not talking about. But we're gonna do the Spice King, so we're gonna choose which song reigns supreme. The Soju chart from last week, 162. First place was 17's Rock With You. Second place was aespa Savage. Third place was IU Strawberry Moon. The new candidates are Somi XOXO, the Boyz Maverick, 2 PM, No Good and Goodbye, and Should Have Known. I have a chart. It has switched a bit today. Yes. But the consistent thing was that 17's Rock With You was in first place still.
Nice.
I think it's a really good song. I don't think it's like a S tier banger, but it's still a really good 17 song. I'm having fun with that song. I listen to it all the time. It stays there. Second place, I am keeping aespa Savage. I still listen to this song the most out of any song released in the last 2 months outside of Stacy. Like, literally, this is my number 2 most listened to song of the last, 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then in third place, I will knock off IU. Like, I'm getting her out of here. I will put Somi's song in third place this week. XOXO.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
So that's my chart.
What a coincidence. I very much agree with your chart, Doug, because I have the exact same chart.
Let's
Wow.
go.
17
Dita.
in first, Aespa in second, third Somi. I also agree with Aespa. I feel like it has fallen off a little bit, but I still very much enjoy it.
It's an amazing song.
I feel like
It's gotten better, I think.
it grows on you even more.
Yeah.
It grows on you even more. So shout out to
Wow.
Somi though. I do feel like I wasn't like a huge fan of the song, and I don't like. I feel like I'm letting it grow, right? Because I think it's a little bit slower than Dum Dum. The energy's a little different, but I like where this is going. I like that there was storyline, and I'm wondering what happens next. I'm wondering if we're gonna get a switch up, or if this is gonna continue in this concept. This.
What's gonna
I guess
happen
revenge,
is what's gonna
teen,
happen is
I-teen.
the boyfriend is gonna come back from hell, and then there's gonna be a truck that runs them over, and then he gets sent to an isekai where
Another isekai.
anyways what a coincidence. I don't agree with you guys.
Okay.
You teased.
Look, it's been a while, but I am infamous as the ballad hater. Boo boo ballads are boo. They're bad. I don't like ballads. And these two tracks are kind of the reason why.
Oh, never mind.
And therefore they are not on my chart. Sorry to it.
Okay.
They've had better songs. I've heard better ballads.
I agree. Go listen to their older stuff. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, I agree. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be an old fogey and say their old stuff was better. It was better in my day, boys and girls. Somi is on first. Somi is on first. XOXO.
Ooh, you do like this song a lot.
I do like the song a lot. I'm genuinely impressed. I'm not sure if it has sticking power enough to say it'll be first again next week, but hey, so far I think this is the best track in her discography, including the stuff she did with IOI. Easily. Period.
Huh.
Whoa.
Okay.
17 with Rock With You. Haven't listened to it much, but I do still enjoy it every now and then. It's occasionally come up in my Spotify radio thing where like if I play an album, it'll move on to a different song at the end, and like this has come up a couple times and I still enjoy it every time it comes on. But I haven't found myself actively looking for it. It's going on third.
Okay.
The song in the second, the monkey in the middle. It's Aespa with Savage. I wholeheartedly agree with you guys.
Yes.
You
It's
are
a good
cultural
song.
savage if you don't like the song.
Yes.
It's a fun song. Do you like it better than Next Level?
Oh, wait, I've never liked the less than Next Level.
Okay.
Next Level is poo poo. Get out of here.
I feel Next Level did the hard work so that this could be accepted and, maybe set up the stage for it, for
Possibly.
Savage.
Personally, I know it's been controversial. The song's sound design, people have been like, it sounds like garbage that are jumbled together. If you feel that way, fine. I want more of this. I want more hyper pop and K-pop that sounds like mumbo jumbo, distorted metal clanging noises.
That's fair. We still gotta say what the homies got, dude.
Sorry, we're gonna go.
The homies. They put 17 in first place. They put Somi in second place. And they put Aespa in third, and that results in the chart.
We have common names here.
Common ground. Yeah, so everyone voted for the same 3 songs. 17 picks up its second crown. Warren kept them from Hall of Spice, so if it loses next week, it's Warren's fault. With 16 points, they got their second crown. Second place is Aespa Savage with 10 points, and in third place we have Somi with XOXO with 9. So it's close there.
Nice.
Real quick, I now I remember what you're referring to earlier. We're still renaming. We're in the process of renaming Harold's homies, right?
We sure are.
Yeah.
Sure are. I didn't know what you were referring to. I thought you were referring to me saying wow earlier. We're still in the process of renaming it. If you still haven't voted, you have until Wednesday to finish voting. I'm giving you guys
it's a short list now.
there's a short list now. It's just a poll. It's just a vote. I'll repin it on the server so that it's easy to find. There's also a link in the Patreon site, so go vote for it if you have access to it. That includes you, Grace. I know you're new. So back to you, Mr. Doug.
All right. Finally, we're at show winners. Anita, hit us with them.
Yes, up to me. So aespa Savage, another win on the show. So total of 7 wins with Savage so far for aespa. Congrats to them. And then you have 17 with Rock With You. Picked up wins on M Countdown and Music Bank. So 2 total wins for them. And then IU's Strawberry Moon on Show, Music Core, and Inkigayo. 1 over there. So 2 wins for IU this comeback.
All right.
Congrats.
So that's winners. The end of part 1. SojuTalk episode 163. We'll be back after a short break. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, SojuTalk Nation. This is Anita here with a quick PSA. If you would like to support SojuTalk Kpop Podcast, please like, subscribe, or follow us on whatever platform you're using. And consider joining our Patreon at patreon.com/SojuTalk or donating to us at paypal.me/SojuTalk. On behalf of the crew and myself, thank you. Now back to our regularly scheduled episode.
We are back at it with part 2 of SojuTalk episode 163, sponsored by Minty Joy, where we discuss recent K-pop news and events and give you the state of the nation. All right, Warren's gonna go first this week with a bit of an oof.
All right. The Woollim girl group Lovelyz, debuted in 2014, has been announced to disband in November 16th. Now, it's been announced that Baby Soul has renewed her contract with Woollim, but the other remaining 7 members, that's Jie, Jisoo, Miju, K, Jin, Sujong, and Yain, have decided to move on to different ventures, different companies, different parts of their career. So if you guys aren't really aware of who Lovelyz are, they debuted in 2014, 7 years ago. Or actually around this time of the year too. They have 4 music show-ins with Now We, Twinkle, That Day, Obliviate, and are best known for their songs like Achu and Destiny, which are
Okay.
great songs.
Lovelyz was a girl group. Oh, you might have had a gap on your screen the whole time, Warren. I'm sorry, but you're good. You're good.
Are we good? Okay.
We had on Twitch, it had the streamer mode, and it pushed us down half a bit, but you're fine.
It's okay.
It's fine.
Do I still look sad? I'm still sad. I'm very sad.
He's still sad. But Lovelyz was a girl group that everyone who liked K-pop knew of, but they just never seemed to get traction outside of the song Achu, right? I think that's fair to say.
Now that their career is at a period point, I feel like they were one of the groups that stayed in B tier forever, but never broke up.
Yeah, they were just stuck in the mid tier the whole time.
Right, and partially I feel like the song choices, the song styles they were going for, I think, I don't know. I guess it doesn't have a lot of pull power in terms of creating a core fandom because they had a very consistent musical style other than Obliviate, right? They were the queens of that concept where they're kind of nice, goody two shoes, cute girl, kind of, Koreans use the word 청순. The only issue with that is that kind of character has been off trend, kind of forever now.
Yeah, I also think they were hampered by the rise of G-Friend coming on really strong because the G-Friend early concepting was somewhat similar. But G-Friend had the added bonus of slippery stage virality, and they also had just the being notable for how crazy their dances were, right? So
And
then I think it hurt them.
I mean, if you go into that too, they had a huge scandal right at the beginning, before they debuted was the issue, and I vaguely remember it at this point, but there was a thing where people.
Oh, it was the Jisoo stuff.
It was the Jisoo rumor. It was before their debut showcase, where people created fake rumors about
Jisoo, right? Yeah.
Right, Jisoo being a lesbian who
and she bullied kids too. They were saying
and bullied kids too, and all of this was not true. All of this was not true, and
I remember this happening. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this was dumb, and like that was a huge like issue before. Like you don't want a controversy to rile up before you debut. Like straight up, like I remember like the debut showcase kind of became an issue because at the debut showcase, members were crying and they were like, "We apologize for this happening." And I was like, "Why are you guys apologizing for anything?"
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it was a sad way to begin. But hey, at the end of the day, they did have a decent run. I don't want to act like their career was awful because it was still pretty good. They had a sizable fandom, and sure, they never broke into the mainstream, but at the same time, everyone kind of knew who they were. Yeah. A lot of the members still have mainstream recognition, like Miju, for instance, has.
Yeah.
Right, she's doing great in Variety these days. And I encourage you to go look at their discography a couple times before people forget about them because they have a lot of great songs. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of their early songs was like all produced by the same guy called Yoon-sang, who like has written a lot of great songs in the 80s and the 90s and the early 10s as well. And a lot of those fall in that aspect with like a very modern take on his writing style. So
they just had they had a decent career. It just feels like they never were able to get over the hump. People knew who they were. That Achu song is still referenced all over the place. A lot of these kids, it's gonna be a little bit rough, I would say, going forward. I think Miju is particularly super popular right now in Korea. Like she's popping off right now.
Variety, yeah.
And I knew something was up on variety shows when she introduces herself as just Miju, because like even idols, even when their groups are sort of in a little bit of a hiatus or whatever, like Yujin is still CLC Yujin, on Girls Planet 999.
Right.
There's still an affiliation there. Miju had not referenced Lovelyz in like over a year, in my opinion, like from what I could remember.
Right.
That's when I knew something was up. And, I guess Rocket Punch is the main group now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Personally, as the Rocket Punch fan in the room, yes, I don't want to use the word excited because I'm not really excited. But I am hoping this means that they get a lot of more focus and a lot more like availability in terms of like release schedules and whatnot. But at the same time, the relationship Lovelyz had with Rocket Punch, as well as other people in the company, like Golden Child, for example, or Infinite, did create a good sense of community within those within that community. That was honestly a very positive factor about being a Willem. So at the end of the day, I'm still very, very sad to see them go. I just touched my eyes. I'm not crying, but in my heart, I am. In my heart, I am. And honestly, I know that a lot of, besides Miju, a lot of these people don't have a lot of solo power, but at the same time, I do feel like a lot of them have a lot of potential still going forward, where they have a lot of potential to blow up. Like, there's a solid amount of people who really like Yein, for instance. GA is doing really, really well on radio these days.
Yeah, that's good.
Like, who else? Like Sujong has had a nice solo start and stuff like that, where I feel like I'm not like just gonna say they're all kind of like screwed, but at the same time, I'm hoping whatever comes next is another great step for them in their career. Hopefully, yeah.
Yo, how much you want to bet Miju's gonna end up at P Nation as a variety person?
Oh, really?
I could see it happening, dude.
You know,
it makes sense.
Enough,
it makes sense.
It makes sense,
right?
It makes sense. She could also end up in companies like Mystic, because Mystic loves to invest in variety-centered people who are also musicians, which we'll talk about that in a second. But
yeah, but that's kind of cool. All right. I mean, it's not kind of cool, but shout out to Lovelyz. Decent run. I will listen to some Lovelyz.
7 years, man. 7-year curse.
My favorite song from them is Wow.
Oh.
I like Ferris Wheel.
Okay, but you like it because it's a meme.
Yeah, because it's so good. Ferris wheel.
You know, like people on the radio that GA is in, like people make fun of her for that. Like that's like a running meme on the show. Like
she
like,
knows it's bad too.
She knows. She hates it too.
Yeah,
she's like I was
it's
young
fine.
and dumb.
All right, let's move to the next one. BTS picked up an Artist of the Year nomination at the 2021 American Music Awards. Other nominees include Ariana Grande, Drake, Olivia Rodrigo, Taylor Swift, and The Weeknd.
Ooh.
To be honest, I feel like BTS are frontrunners with Rodrigo on this.
Yeah, I don't think they have any real competition other than Olivia Rodrigo.
Because Olivia Rodrigo's 2021 has been ridiculous, right?
So she blew up.
Star of the year, yeah.
So yeah, I feel like they're somewhat frontrunners here. That's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why is like Ariana Grande here?
Also, like The Weeknd was last year, right? Like
yeah, why
was 2020.
Yeah,
he was. I thought he was taking a break this year. Like
I know, right? And Drake's album kind of flopped. So like, huh?
All right. CLB.
You know who must be really angry? Kanye.
But okay, he's
yeah, he must be pretty right. No, right? He's like Drizzy got a nomination. I didn't get one.
Okay, personally, if I was picking the nominations, I would pick Ye over Drake, but apparently not.
All right, let's go to the next one. BTS, TXT, and Squid Game nominated for the 2021 People's Choice Awards. BTS is nominated for the Group of 21, the 2021, the Song of 2021 with Butter, and the music video of 2021 with My Universe. TXT is up for the New Artist of 2021, and Squid Game is nominated for the Binge-Worthy Show of 2021.
Binge-Worthy Show 2021.
Let's be honest here. TXT, award? Olivia Rodrigo is going to win that award.
I'm a little confused by that nomination.
There's no chance, dude. Like, I like TXT, but there's no way.
Well, I'm a little confused. Why were they considered as a new artist in 2021?
So, new artist. Oh, yeah. Where's their... I mean, they have been releasing some stuff that's sort of in English, but I don't think it's been like a full-on Western push. So
also, I feel like their definition of new artist is a little more vague.
No, it's vague because their record label releases this promo package to the media saying like, please consider voting for these for the Grammys because they signed that deal with an American. I don't remember if it was Atlantic Records or whoever it was, and TXT was on that list of like, please consider for nominations for the Grammys.
Okay.
That was also an article this week.
Interesting.
You both look very confused. I could send you the link.
I'm a little confused, but I kind of see it. Okay. Connection-wise.
They released the media package, press package, where they're like, please consider TXT for the Grammys?
Yeah.
What does that have to do with New Artist of 2021?
Oh, no, I'm just saying that in terms of them getting pushed in the West. That's what I'm saying.
I see.
Okay.
See, look at this.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah,
so Republic Records, they sent out an ad and TXT's on it.
I do feel like, especially, like, so unlike the other traditional Western artists that we have on the list, because TXT is a clear example of foreign music making headway in the Western sphere, the definition of who is new and who is not is kind of a little vague. And and from that perspective, I can kind of see how TXT would be considered a new artist nomination.
Yeah.
If you're
and
pissed
Republic
off about
Records
that,
is clearly pushing them towards this type of stuff too.
Right.
So
I mean, yeah, I feel like it's a good thing to be considered a new artist in this part of your career. Go for it. Yeah, milk it as long as you possibly can.
All right, Anita. Hit us with the last thing.
Yes, some interesting news coming in. It was reported that Girls Planet's 999 contestant Kim Soo-yeon will debut with Mystic Stories' upcoming girl group Billy. So that's Billy with 3 L's. This November. Very interesting.
This is an incredibly short turnover here. I think
very quickly.
The debut date is on the 10th. So in 9 days, she's going to debut.
Right around the corner.
So she's beating out the Kepler girls in terms of debut speed. No, real talk.
She's the real winner.
So she probably ended that show and went right to the music video, sound recording, filming crap like the day after, I'm assuming.
Oh.
Very smart.
I'm like looking at their marketing material. I'm looking at their marketing material, which has the Village of Perception written on it, which is the title of their mini album, and it doesn't have her in it.
Exactly. So they're like, "Hey, this girl got popular. let's throw her in this. It seems like what had happened. Because if you think about it, if their timeline was to debut a group in November, that's obviously discussed like a year in advance, right? Like they're at least 6 months in advance. It seems like they didn't know what to do with her before Girls Planet 999, so they put her on the show, right?
Right.
And then she popped off, so they're like, oh, I guess we add her. That's what it feels like to me.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense because she definitely had that popularity in the show. And I'm just thinking back because I did see some teasers, dance covers / for this group, and they're very good dancers. So she definitely fits in that aspect. I'm still wondering how we're like the whole theme, the concept for this group, but skill-wise, I definitely see her in this group.
I guess my only concern is the sudden decision to add her in, because I would guess that the trainees actually, you know what? We have no idea what's going on behind the scenes, right?
I would speculate though that she was not in the supposed lineup before she did well on Girls Planet.
That's my concern, because like for instance, right? Like I assume like the trainees are practicing together in the basement training room. They're probably good friends. They're like, all right, we made it, guys. We're gonna debut next week. And then Mr. Yoon Jong-shin shows up one day. He's like, oh, this other kid? Yeah, he's gonna join you guys too. And like, I know it's a variety show, but like if you look at what's the Monster X debut show? No Mercy.
No Mercy, yeah.
Right? That, if you look at No Mercy, that's very clear. Where like there was a round of eliminations and Starship was like, here's a new guy to join you guys in your survival in the middle of the season.
Which guy got added at the end?
I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like it was he's good now, but like the whole
there was some rough stuff.
30 minutes of it was like incredibly awkward, where they were like, so you're with us now? Yeah, I'm sorry. And they were like, it's not your fault, but we still don't like you. And I was like, oh!
I mean, my hope would be that it's not that drastic where like they never met, like like they never interacted.
They're all trainees together.
Sure
they
know I'm just hopefully it's more of like, oh, we didn't know you were gonna be here.
On the alternative, they might have thrown it out just in the event that she did pop off. That's the other option. But that's a risk, because what if she had debuted, right? Then they're screwed on that.
Also, I do want to clarify a little bit, because I'm digging around, because there have been reports of her possibly joining the group. And to that Mystic story released, we are positively discussing it. So
that means it's most likely. It's
most likely going to happen. But, don't leave us an angry comment if it doesn't happen. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. All right. Other news. Let's run through these. So the first one, HYBE will be holding its 2021 HYBE briefing with the community on November 4th at 10 a.m. KST via YouTube. If you're a fan of HYBE, BTS, K-pop in general, this is a giant press conference that happens once in a while.
Is this their Apple showcase where they're?
It's essentially what they do. That you remember last time it was about I think last time it was about the building.
Yeah.
And that was kind of crazy. And the one before that was about the cool concerts tech and stuff that was happening. Boy. Always fun. Next one, KQ Entertainment to take legal action against people who are invading the privacy of their artist. In particular, KQ found a tracking device on ATEEZ's vehicle, which was being used to illegally track the location of the group.
What the heck?
And they said they are working with police to apprehend the people who did this.
Jeez.
Tracking device? Did I hear that?
So they had a GPS under their car.
Oh my god.
What is this like?
Spy movie type?
Right. Like, it's just like the Mission Impossible crap.
Yeah. I don't think the people you're pleading to have any reason at this point, though, anyway. Next one. Starship has begun to tease their new girl group, IVE. So it's I Have combined together, IVE, on social media. This is the group that's going to have Wonyoung and Yoojin in it. Highly anticipated.
Yeah.
Gigantic potential here. It could be the Uju Sonyo Stomper, honestly. I don't want that, but like people are hyped about this group coming up.
Let's see it.
The way I have my windows organized right now, I have someone's Discord status visible but not their name. And straight up, it reads, Yoojin IVE bias back.
I think that might be Max. Max has something.
There's a heart. There's a flame emoji. Okay, I'm moving my window.
Max has one that's like about like hype train or something. So we got some hype people on our Discord about it. So
well, I don't blame them. I'm kind of hyped too. Starship makes traditionally like they put out good music. They do a decent job of.
I wonder what the concept thing.
Groups.
It might sound just like Ice One though. There's a high probability of that. Actually,
I hope not.
Well, I
hope
really
so.
hope not.
I hope so. Actually, I want it. Okay, Warren.
I don't think it's gonna be likely, given like the producer behind a lot of the Ice One tracks was a part of Pledis, and this is Starship, and I feel like Starship is gonna want to like differentiate themselves, a little bit,
My biggest curiosity is Wonyoung and Yujin are both like 5'7", 5'8". They're extremely tall, and extremely popular. Who else do you fill out this group with? That's what I'm curious.
That's the interesting part.
That's the interesting part. I hope that they keep the number under 7. I hope it's not a massive big group.
Not that big, please.
Please make it a small group.
No, it says it's gonna be 6 people.
6 people, perfect. Okay. Good number.
Right at the edge.
You know what I want? I want 2 really tall people, Yujin and Wonyoung. And then I want really 4 short people.
Like Nako 4'10", 4'9" height.
4'9", 5'1".
Yo, shout out to Tiny G. You remember Tiny G?
Yes, I remember Tiny G.
Next one. Verna Lasum, which is a label in Japan, has announced that Sakura's contract has officially now ended with them. So these are fueling the rumors about the Sakura to Hybe stuff, which is still not confirmed, even though everyone thinks it's going to happen.
I'm pretty sure it's...
So this is the first step, though, because she is technically, legally speaking, a free agent right now, right?
Oh, yeah.
So she is up for grabs. That Hybe girl group, if it does happen, will be massive, that debut.
The rumors are,
all right, next one. aespa has been announced to be one of the performers at the 95th annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
What?
I'm assuming it's going to be a video package. I don't doubt they're going to New York.
Probably, yeah.
But at the same time, they're probably going to do Savage.
Great. Let's do it.
Is New York ready for this?
I remember other groups have done this in the past. I think 17, I want to say.
Oh, really? Okay.
Or was it Monster X? One of the two. Or was it... I think it was NCT. Was that the Thanksgiving Day Parade last year or the year before?
I can't remember.
NCT? NCT 127. Yep. It was NCT 127. So there is a lineage of K-pop acts at the Thanksgiving Day Parade, but like aespa though? Okay.
Interesting.
Finally, in a bit of oof news, From Miss Nine's Chaeyoung has ruptured ligaments in her left ankle region.
Oh, no.
She will still be performing with From Miss, but will be seated for future events. Dude, like a torn ligament in a sporting thing, you out for the year, Like,
you need to recover, yeah.
But, Idol World is what it is, so they just gonna plop her on a chair for the next, half a year, I'm guessing.
Oh my god.
Haven't they done that with other idols before? I feel like I've seen that somewhere.
Yeah, people have done chairs.
Yeah. Like, I think one of the Mamamoo people was on a chair for a while.
All right.
We'll see.
Announced big comebacks. B2B's Minhyuk, November 5th. The Billy debut November 10th. Drippin' via Universe, November 11th. And Kai sometime in November.
Another Kai comeback.
All right. We're finally at State of the Nation. Warren has some things to say.
Yes.
I just had a list of things potentially to say. Because
I got a list. Here's the order of...
Here is my category today. Please listen to my stories. It's fall.
It is
kind of cold now.
Kind of almost winter.
Oh my god! You know what?
Winter.
It was weird because like it was still summer for like a week, and then it was fall for like 48 hours, and then it was like winter now. Pull out your down jackets.
It's cold now.
It's cold.
I got the thick comforter. I'm like in bathrobe season where it's cold, so I wear a bathrobe a lot in the house.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
I like went to Uniqlo, bought a fleece jacket. Like,
you got it, man. It just hit us all of a sudden.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, fall's my favorite season of the year.
Oh, it is?
It is because not because of pumpkin spice latte. I'll have to admit, like, I don't get the hype around pumpkin spice latte or anything pumpkin spice flavored. I'm sorry.
I like pumpkin. Pumpkin's fine.
You know what? No, pumpkin is overrated.
Whoa. Let's pump it up.
Pumpkin's all right. It's okay. It's like Hawkeye of the Avengers, but in vegetable form.
What?
It's there. If it's like cooked, I'll eat it. but like it smells kind of funky. Gets all over your hands when you like carve it out with a fork, Halloween kind of style.
Wait. There's a difference between real pumpkins and pumpkin flavored stuff. Dude.
I'm just saying, everything pumpkin related is kind of like, it's okay.
Nah.
It's alright.
Here's a fun tip from your boy dog, right?
Okay.
Here's a pumpkin thing that y'all should partake in. If you order from Costco, the pumpkin pie that they sell, right?
Yes.
This thing is $6, and it's about the size of a pizza.
Oh my.
It's $6 for that much pumpkin pie.
I feel like that's gonna harm my health significantly.
So I'm saying you should get it, dude. It's lit.
Anyway, fall is my favorite season because of I kind of like the cold over being too warm.
Same.
And like winter's too cold, obviously. Also, there's like snow all over the ground, and that's kind of annoying.
Okay, here it is. Look, I got a picture for you guys. Look at the size of this pumpkin pie. God. That is $6, dude.
You're gonna have to send me that photo later so I can put it on the screen.
Okay. Isn't that kind of impressive?
Oh, it doesn't chat. Okay, yeah, that's pretty big.
$6, dude.
Who is this person? Where'd you get this photo?
I googled Costco pumpkin pie.
All right.
I needed someone for reference because it's how large it is.
For people who are just listening only, the pumpkin pie is bigger than a white lady's face.
It's huge, dude.
Shout outs to the lady who took this photo. Bringing it back to fall. I really like fall because like I can kind of layer with what I wear. You know what I mean?
Yes, clothing.
And like right, and like personally speaking, like I do own a lot of clothes and enjoy putting on different stuff every day in that aspect. And like it's a good excuse to buy a new overcoat if you don't have a specific color. Like I've been looking for a black overcoat because they don't have a black overcoat. You know. All those K-drama men look so nice with like black overcoats. I was like, I want one too. I wanna be just like them. I wanna be the oppa too. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
Yeah, I'm in the market for like a black trench coat. You know?
Oh yeah, you did mention that
trench coat. Okay, how much are you willing to spend?
Like, I don't know.
On the Discord, we have a fashion channel, and I am like the unofficial ambassador for Uniqlo.
Yeah.
And I will
Uniqlo has some. Yeah, Uniqlo
they
has
do,
some.
and I will repeat my argument there because personally, I have spent money at all of the major fast fashion brands: Zara, H&M, Coast, Top Man, Forever 21. I've spent it all. The best quality in terms of fast fashion, which makes no sense, is Uniqlo. You're gonna get the best bang for the buck if you want to spend minimum amounts of money, and they do sales all the time. And that's why I've come to like them so much. Even though there was a point in my life where 90% of my discography, 90% of my wardrobe was H&M. Okay. So honestly, they usually, if you need something, they have one. Like they have pants, they have sweaters, they have
all the
jackets.
basics. Yeah.
Right. So they have some like weird trendy stuff too. Like the reason I was at Uniqlo today was like they were doing a collab with a brand called White Mountaineering, which Doug is probably like, I don't know that company.
I don't know that company. No.
I don't blame you. It's not a hyped company in America. Except everything was sold out the moment it released. And like people were walking in and they were like, oh, where's the jacket that dropped today? And like the people there were like, yeah, it sold out in like a minute. I was like, this is like guys, it's just Uniqlo.
Uniqlo, there's actually like a big culture around like drops and stuff, right? For a store like Uniqlo.
Somehow, yeah.
It's kind of built over time with the whole sneaker culture has like been bleeding into places like Uniqlo because they do have some fire releases and collabs these days.
They do like collabs with like high-end designers. Like they're releasing one with Jill Sander soon, which is like, if you know who Jill Sander is, essentially she's a really big designer in the fashion industry. Makes really good formal clothes. And like for example, a blazer from her would be like $1,500 at a minimum.
What the heck?
Okay.
But for Uniqlo, it's like a tenth of the price. So people are like, ooh, let me buy 20 of that and sell it
20?
on eBay. Sell it on eBay.
Resale game.
Resale,
sure.
right. Because people will
What?
buy for a higher product, That's kind of stupid, honestly. But hey, fall is nice. pumpkin is kind of overrated.
No, you bugging.
No, look, if you ever do a favorite vegetable
We did.
World Cup, did we do
Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts. Yes.
Yes. Oh, that being said, it was Halloween. I didn't really.
Oh yeah, what did you guys do for Halloween?
Nothing really. Some candy to some kids.
Yeah,
what is your favorite Halloween candy?
Oh,
So I used to. Okay, so some of my favorite all times, Butterfinger, really good.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
I like peanut M&Ms a lot. This is kind of basic though.
Yeah, I feel like I like
Twix?
Hershey.
Straight,
Twix
even though Hershey's considered like American chocolate is considered bad on a global sense, but when you're an American and there's not much else, what else do you have to go on? You know,
Right.
That's how I feel about it.
Also, if you're outside America, like Korea's gonna be like,
we know your chocolate's better than ours too. Like we know, we just don't have access, right?
I don't know. Honestly, I'll take any form of chocolate except like Almond Joy.
What? Almond Joy's
Really?
so good.
Almond Joy.
Actually, no, I see that.
No, it's so good.
Anything with coconut in it, I'm like.
I love coconut.
God well, I don't love you.
Do I have to get out of here?
Oh my god.
Sheesh.
Nah.
I used to hate Almond Joys growing up. Now that I'm older, I really am into like everything coconut, like coconut macaroons. Like, if there's coconut flavored ice cream, I'm down for that.
Do you also enjoy coconut water?
No, I don't drink that. That was disgusting.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's disgusting. But coconut Almond Joy is like my thing these days. Anita, though, what about you? Halloween candy.
I tend to see these are not very common as Halloween candy, so maybe they're more rare. But I really like more fruity, I guess, chewy candy. So like Airheads,
Swedish Fish. Are you down for
Swedish
those?
Fish? Yes, I love Swedish Fish.
That's some
Sour
good
Patch.
shit.
I like that type of candy, like gummy type stuff. So whenever there's an Airhead, that type of thing, watermelon flavored, that's my favorite.
Can I call someone out?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Haribo gummy bears are overrated.
What?
Yes, they're overrated.
They're okay. They get the job done.
They're not great though.
Yeah.
Okay,
See?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
They're just there. But here's a funny thing. If you want someone to have interesting bathroom times, buy them a bag of the non-sugar Haribo gummy bears. It acts like a laxative for some reason.
Wait, what?
What?
It does. If you look up Haribo gummy bears and like laxative, the sugar-free ones specifically, it's all over the place that people ate too many and they had terrible bathroom issues after the fact. There's a whole like thing about it.
Oh, the first thing that comes up when I look up no sugar Haribo gummy bears on Google is an Amazon review that says, "See you in hell, Haribo sugar-free gummy bears."
Exactly. Yeah, that's a tooltip. Don't eat them. You can have a bad time.
I like sugar.
Isn't that hilarious though?
Oh my god! Yeah, I had no clue.
It's so odd.
Right?
Why are they still selling this?
I don't know, but it apparently does wonders to the bathrooms, man.
Well, if you need to poop, I encourage you to eat this.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing because I stumbled upon that Reddit post back in the day, and I'm like, is this really a thing? And it apparently is. There was other people like backing that up, that it's horrendous. So that's something we learned. Yeah, Halloween growing up was always kind of fun. You know, back in our day when like trick-or-treating culture was big, like it was huge in my town. Used to go trick-or-treating all over the place, and then our parents, like you have family friends in town, they would drive you over there. You could do some trick-or-treating in their neighborhoods. Like I remember coming home with like 2 pillowcases full of candy growing up.
2?
That's a lot of candy.
2!
Oh my god.
We used to go ham. Second we get home, we're going trick-or-treating till it's dark out, you know?
Dang.
Like,
Wow.
I don't think I've done that.
Oh, so much fun growing up.
Oh, dang.
And then my sister and I would spend the next 2 hours trading candy. Like, good time.
I feel like that's the very American thing to do. Like, trick or treat all night and then come back home, trade candy. I don't know. I guess I grew up in America a fair bit, but I still haven't done that. I don't know why. If I think about Halloween in my childhood, I think about like being like trying to figure out what I'm going to wear to school. Right? You know, because the kids would wear their costume to school, and I want to be cool, right? Because I was like, I need to be cool, but at the same time, I don't want to seem like too much. but I still want to do something from Star Wars or Harry Potter because I'm a fan, like that kind of deal. And like that, I feel like kind of went into college for a bit, where like
there's a whole culture in college of like you need a different outfit for each day because you're gonna party 3 days in a row.
Like, this is
for
so
each different party.
It's stressful.
So stressful.
No, I agree with you.
Yeah, I didn't like dress up for Halloween, but because I do live in like Manhattan, I did see a lot of people. I saw a lot of Squid Game costumes.
That was so popular.
Tracksuits, everyone's wearing them.
Every block, there's like 12 dudes in tracksuits with numbers on them. And like at one point, I saw some people with like light blue tracksuits with numbers on them, and I was like, "Did you not watch the show, or are you colorblind?"
The knockoff, dude.
I do have a fantasy of like moving to the burbs one day.
Okay.
And like being that dude in town who gives like
the full bars
candy jokes.
Oh, stupid candy. Oh,
sorry, yeah, stupid candy, like boxes of raisins or like.
Oh
no!
Can I talk about something funny?
Eggs.
What?
There was always this thing. They're like, oh my god, watch out for your candy. Someone's gonna put drugs in it, right, or something, right?
Yeah.
What I always thought was, who the f is going to give up their own drugs to give to little children? It makes no sense. And historically, in the United States, there's been 0 cases where a kid has been giving drugs on Halloween.
Yeah.
So it was just what people said, but it makes no sense if you think about it. Someone buys some Mammy J, getting some grass. Who are they gonna give it to, like an 8-year-old? They spent money on that. It makes
expensive.
Yeah,
it makes 0 sense.
No.
Right? Yeah. Stupidest thing ever. Anita, do you have anything you want to talk about?
Well, I didn't do much for Halloween either. It was kind of really cold where I'm at. So it was, this past couple of days have been really cold in Michigan. So winter is coming pretty soon over here.
That's an excuse to put on your overcoat and be a fashion star, Anita.
That's true. But I did, since I got Animal Crossing, right? And I got it in the early spring, I think around February time. I didn't experience Halloween in Animal Crossing. And they had this really cute event when you did trick-or-treating in your island, and I thought it was really cute. But the bigger news that happened while I was doing that was that
Did you get Daisy?
No, you know what? You know what happened? My sister got Daisy.
Well, how pissed were you, Anita?
I don't understand. She only went to like 2 islands, and she got her. I don't get it.
It's destiny.
No.
Fate is against you. Fate does not want you.
They just don't want you to get Daisy.
I guess not. But I did find out as I was playing that night that my island has 3-star rating, which means I can terraform pretty soon. KK Slider will come to my island this coming weekend. And so I'm all set for the update coming this Friday. Which is like the bigger one.
This is the free one, right?
Yeah, this is the last big free update.
Anita, you still haven't sent me a receipt for your pre-order of the other one.
I've been thinking about this, and I'm still a little iffy about the Happy Home Paradise DLC thing.
You need it.
No, you know what I need now? I think I'm gonna do the subscription, the Nintendo subscription, so that I can do the...
Wait, you don't have it?
No, I don't, because it's... So, I was debating about it, because I was like, I don't want to spend more money on the game.
Yes, you do.
But I do, because I want to go to different islands, and you can do a lot of the other different things within the game.
You know what? No, that's not a great way to spend your money, Anita. Here's how you should spend your money if you want to get Daisy on your island, right? You find room in your house somewhere, right? Make sure you have an east-facing window, right? Make it a shrine.
No.
Get a picture of Miyamoto Shigeru on there. And like 3 times a day, you're going to pray down towards the east and bow and ask for Daisy in your island.
I'm thinking about this. I've done some research, and the way some people do villager hunts, right? So the way they get Nook Miles tickets to go villager hunting is to go to islands that dedicate themselves to just Nook Mile tickets. The whole island is just tickets. And the only way to go to these islands is if you have the subscription and you can go online and you can go to these dream addresses. I can't do that. So I'm working so hard to get these Nook Mile tickets, but I can only do so much. So I think that's the route I'm going to take to get my villagers that I want.
Speaking of Switch, I have the pre-order in for Brilliant Diamond Pokemon game.
Oh yeah.
Have we talked about Pokemon on the show yet?
A little bit.
Okay.
You don't seem that excited about this.
Yeah, you seem kind of last 2 weeks you seem kind of like Pokemon.
I mean, I'm buying it because I'm a fan, but like
you don't seem like a fan.
I don't know. I'm like, here's the thing. I want to make it clear that I really like chibis. I do. And chibis, if you don't know what that is, it's a Japanese way of drawing illustrations, that kind of deal, where like the face is as big as the rest of the head, right? And it's kind of cute, you know? It's kind of cute. But the chibis in the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond remake of Diamond that came out in 2007, I don't know. It's just something about it looks like it's 10 years old. And like the characters look like toys and like they have gigantic hands too for some reason. So they look like Playmobiles. Do you know what that is, Anita? Like Playmobiles, like the toy. They're like Lego ripoffs, kind of, not really, but they have gigantic hands. And like, I don't know. Like visually it's not great. I don't know.
Dang.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still gonna play it. Because I do. That whole generation of Pokemon still plays a decent place in my heart. So I'm still gonna get to it. I have it on pre-release. Sorry, I have it on pre-order. I ordered a cheap streaming card so that I can stream Switch onto Twitch.
Oh, and if I have a subscription, Warren, I could also visit islands. I know you have an island.
Anita, I haven't played Animal Crossing in like over a year.
Click so that I can visit.
I don't even know what's in my island.
Just play New World so you can play with.
I'm playing Cities Skylines. New World. I installed advertisements for Soju and BTS the other day all over my town.
Wow.
Yeah, Cities Skylines with over 2,400 mods. That's what I'm doing. Too bad. Oh man.
I hit crazy RNG today. I mean this week in New World.
Oh yeah? What's up?
Ridiculous RNG. So I have Anita, RNG means like randomness, like lottery numbers, like something like
random number. Jesus.
I got really lucky. RNGesus visited me many times this week.
Lucky man.
Full legendary armor in this game, right? All 5 pieces, which means they think there's only one other dude on our server who has it right now.
Wow.
For perspective, on the Chinese gold seller website, which sells items and shit, right, for real money, they're selling the full set of armor for $700.
What?
Wow.
And I have a full set already.
What the heck?
To get it, you need to mine specifically the highest level mining thing, right? You have essentially a 1 in 450 chance to hit the component you need. I hit it 4 times in the last week. And I did not mine anywhere near the amount you need to hit to get it on average.
Dang, that's not
So you were
fair.
just lucky.
And then I hit it 4 times. There's 5 pieces of armor. When you get it, you make an ingot, like a metal thing. You have a 20% chance to double it. I hit it once, so I only had to hit it 4 times to get 5 pieces of armor. My luck was next level this week.
People are going to think you're cheating.
They do. I think they do. Because someone was like, yo,
right?
these dudes in green with the full armor, someone's got to be duping. That's what someone wrote. And I think they were referencing me. But I can assure you I'm not. I just got so lucky. It wasn't even funny. So that happened. You know, I was saying in New World last week that we were like taking a bunch of L's, right?
Yeah.
We were down to 2 cities. We now have 5. We've turned the tide, it seems. We're doing well. We're picking up dubs all over the place. I remember something else about Halloween I wanted to talk about. I'm not going to dox myself completely on this, but one of the towns in my area, right? for Halloween, they perform like a show every 30 minutes outside of their house.
A show?
Every 30 minutes?
A Halloween themed show where like Planet of the Apes shows up, Headless Horseman shows up, the aliens from Aliens show up. Like there's a choreographed show that they do every 30 minutes for like the entire Halloween night, and it's a humongous deal in our area.
Wait, how do you do it?
These are people like acting?
Yeah, they do it. It's in the front of their house. They like clear out the front of the house and the street, and it's like a big deal.
Anita, did you say, is it people that are doing this?
Yeah.
Because I feel like, maybe it's like a video or something.
No. It's like acted out. Like there's a dude in a headless horseman who comes flying through. Like
what the heck?
Dang.
It's really fun. That's like a tradition in our area that we've been doing.
That's interesting.
They do it for free. Like they just do it for the community.
That's very kind of them.
Event. Yeah. It was a huge deal growing up. It was a lot of fun.
Do they still do it?
I gotta check actually if they did it this year.
Because I was Googling it and I have found where they're doing it. You, sir, you're located in
don't dox.
in Alaska, Anchorage. Wow, can't believe you're in Anchorage, Alaska. Wow, I did it. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but it's like a pretty big deal for us.
Dang.
I didn't know that was like special. I thought like everyone does that in their town, but like
no.
Never heard of this. That's not commonplace at all.
Well, I don't know. It was a lot of fun growing up. That being said, fall is here. It's very cold. You know, we're in the temperature season where your body doesn't know if you're cold or you're hot, so it's like awkward all over the place. I got the 3rd booster shot last week.
Oh yeah.
I was out of commission the day after though. Was not feeling good.
Dang.
Yeah, I didn't feel anything terrible. I just had like arm pain, and then you know how you just feel wrong, like something is wrong. Temperature regulation was a little off, right? Like I don't know if I was cold or I was hot. I was sweating though, you know. Like day after though, I felt fine, but I had a 1-day issue. But you know, I have now upgraded to 6G wireless service.
Wow.
Once you're able to, I suggest you all do it as well. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I might never be eligible for it in New York.
Oh, really?
Really? Why?
Because like I think for the moment they're sticking to like high priority people only, and I think I read somewhere that might be the long-term plan, which I hope is not the case because I want another shot. Sun boa time, you know. I want 6G. I want wireless feet. That's what I want.
Wait.
Wireless feet.
Overall,
Bluetooth enabled hands. Sorry, yeah.
We're kind of in the fishing down season now. Got a lot more free time.
Oh,
it's been
right.
fun. We've been chilling, you know, chilling with the homies, playing some New World lately. It's been fun. Do we have anything else to say? A bit of a shorter episode this week. We're getting geared up because we're gonna probably do some kind of event next week, I would guess, at the spot.
Yeah, we'll do something. I've talked briefly to Doug and Anita about doing something in the month of December.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I have
to. Up.
Yeah, let's talk about that once we wrap up recording. Ooh, is that a cliffhanger?
It's just like an extension of our regular end of the year festivities. I would say.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Just make it a little more festival.
So we got that coming up. We got the rename of Harold's Homies will probably be announced next week. I'm gonna guess, right?
You have until Wednesday. You have until Wednesday. Vote now if you still vote. Democracy wins. Please vote.
Yeah. So a lot of fun stuff. We're gonna hit up the end of the year real quick. You know, we got a lot more releases coming up. The award season's coming, and then end of the year all of a sudden. Thanksgiving in between there somewhere. You know.
Yeah. We're in the final sprint.
Wrapping it up.
This year has gone so fast. It's insane.
Oh, yeah.
It's insane how fast 2021's gone.
But when I look back at this year, like we also as a podcast, we've grown significantly.
Yes.
We've hit a lot of new milestones. We like in my personal life, my career took a lot of unexpected turns, which turned out really, really well. What else am I doing? Look, it's been a great year so far.
I would agree. It's been all right.
Yeah. It's been
definitely an improvement from last year for sure. So,
last year was rough.
We can't complain for too much.
Yeah.
I guess that's it. So let's see. Next week, what do we got on the horizon? We have on Tuesday Super Junior D&E, Vix's Leo. Wednesday, we have the reformation of Laboom's happening. So
wow.
And Astro's MJ. Thursday, TO1, Anita. That's happening. And Friday, we have B2B's Minhyuk. So not actually a very packed week. So we'll see. Maybe we'll cover some things we normally don't cover. Anita, if that TO1 song is good, we'll cover it.
Good.
Even if it's in Japanese, let's just talk about it.
Wait, I think you get confused because the group that I followed from Produce is
JO1. God damn it.
But that's understandable because TO1 is kind of also in the parent company and they renamed the group because remember they were called TOO.
Oh, you're right. Oh.
Yeah, it's a whole confusing thing.
Why would they switch it to that?
We'll see.
They know there's another group with an 01.
Exactly. We'll see.
All right. But this has been Soju Talk, your weekly shot at K-pop. I am Doug, and I'd like to thank Warren and Anita for joining me this week. You know, everyone at home, let's have a powerful final 2 months of the year.
Yep. And
we'll see you guys next time, everyone. Bye.
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 Special shoutouts to our Fiesta patrons: Bagel, Based Mina, Brian, Shadow, Delmonic, Ellie, Genki Boy, Goku Mama, Grace, Jacob, Liam's Games and Toys, Luke Daniels, Malfiar, NJ Parks, Tier. Thank you for joining SojuTalk. And special thanks to our Discord server mods: Jacob, K Music Erday, Koala, Malfiar, Max, No Bias Luna, Tuggles, and Wolf297.